What's up, my brothers from another mother? In this video, I'm going to be going over 3 tests that you can issue to women to determine their long-term worthiness. At the time of this recording, this is a follow-up now to my most popular video, which has about 1.3 million views. One of the things that I noticed from that video is that women are A-okay with testing you. It's okay when they test you for suitability, but they don't like it when you test them. So if you go watch that video, I'll put a card up at the top right, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The comment section of that video is a gold mine of resources if you view it with a red pill lens. So let's hop straight into this follow-up right now. The first test that I'm going to give you is quite simply one of my favorites, and it's called the zombie apocalypse test. We've all probably by now seen TV shows like The Walking Dead, and over the last 5 or 10 years there's been like a rebirth of all these like zombie type of movies out there. And quite simply, all you do is you basically say to your chick, what do you do when the shit hits the fan? Whether it's the aliens invade and it's like a War of the Worlds type of situation, or it's a zombie apocalypse, you're going to ask her what her contingency plan is. And here's what you're looking for. You want a chick that values you, your masculinity, your place in the world, and the fact that you can provide provision and protect. If her response is, well, I'm going to go over to my sister's house and help her take care of the nieces and nephews, or I'm going to go to the family, whatever, she doesn't really value you as a dude, okay? You want a chick that when the zombie apocalypse comes, has got you back and is reloading your magazines and passing them to you as you're firing off your gun. I'm a guy that enjoys, conservative values, so of course I have a gun safe with 3 rifles in it. So I'd want a chick at my back, reloading the magazines, passing to me as I'm emptying them out and passing them back. That's what you want. That is a solid chick on a long-term basis. She values you and she's got you back. Okay, and test number 2 is more of like an observation sort of test. It's to observe the bitchiness level. The last thing that you want to do is get into a long-term relationship with any chick, whether you're living with them or not, that is going to be bitchy to you. And my friend Sean Smith, who wrote the Tactical Guide to Women, he's also my co-host on the Before the Trainwreck show on Monday nights, by the way. If you're not watching those, you should. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, a little subscription break there. He noticed during his clinical practice that women have the capacity over the course of about 16, 18 months to act quite well. Meaning you may not get exactly what it is that you're expecting to get, meaning you might get into the representative zone, you might wife them up too early on or live with them too early on, and then that representative leaves and you see who the real person is. So to properly vet, I believe you want to look for signs of bitchy behavior. See how she behaves to the wait staff, to the busboy, to the valet when he parks your car, to the receptionist at the medical center. Whatever it is, watch how she behaves to other people, because she might be kind or pretending to be kind and nice to you, but that might be an act. There might be an underlying bitch beneath all of that she's suppressing, just try to be on her best behavior to hook you in. So just be aware of that. And also kind of tying into number 2, you want to give yourself a good 2 years before you make any kind of long-term commitment to a chick to really, view that behavior. You've got to collect data points, okay? You just can't rely on 3 months of dating and then wife them up. I know a lot of dudes that have done that. Part of my coaching practice, I've noticed most guys that end up in a bad marriages, especially with bitchy women, they often wife them up within about 3 to 6 months. You want to avoid that at all costs and give yourself a good couple of years. So that's tip number 2. It's the bitchiness test. All right, and test number 3 is going to be you're going to ask her to do something small for you. If you're watching my channel, you know that I encourage you to chase excellence and not women. You're a man of vision and purpose. That's what women admire and that's what they love. So of course you've got things to do during your day. I imagine she's got a life of her own, has her own 2 feet to stand on because you're a smart guy and you've vetted properly. So you're going to be able to put yourself in a scenario where you're going to ask her to take on some task for you. Don't make it huge, don't make it monumental, but just something simple and see how she responds. Maybe something as simple as, hey, do me a favor, here's the receipt for my dry cleaning. Can you do me a favor and grab this tomorrow? It's got to get picked up. I'm swamped. Make it a small and simple test. Issue it at least a couple times to see what the response is so you can collect some data points on that baseline behavior. Again, guys, these tests are just simple tests to help you try to vet or to basically separate the wheat from the chaff. You want to make sure that if you're going to get into a longer term engagement with a chick, you're doing it with one of the better ones and not anybody that's got problems, daddy issues, money issues, needs Captain Save-A-Ho, all those sorts of things. I've talked about stuff like that in the past. I'll put some cards up on the top right. You should definitely check out those videos. Also, fellas, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if there's any kind of longer term tests that you like to issue, and let me know what you think of this. There might be somebody that you need to share this video with, so if there's somewhere that this needs to go, make sure you let people know about it. There's also a men's community that I've put together for dudes that are out there chasing excellence, men of vision, purpose, and passion. If you want to join that men's community, there's also a card up on the top right. You can click that. For $25 a month, you get access to tons of premium content that doesn't make it to my channel. Let's do this first. This is a quick little car. I got to tell you, I'm enjoying it. And some other stuff that's commercial free, and it's a lot less politically correct. So that's why I put it behind the paywall to the men's community. Thanks for checking out today's video. Have an amazing one. Peace.